Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He breaks a tackle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Silva. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown left. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, USF!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The handoff as they run the counter play here. At the 45 on its way. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. They'll go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure. Sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Wiggles free. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really
moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Tight end finds a soft spot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 4 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulls.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
To the air, it's Silva. Flushed out of the pocket. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, South Florida. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
The give. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking for a man. It's Silva. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can... He completes it for the first down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They'll throw it on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. He's going up top here late in the game. Complete downfield. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going up top on first down. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, USF.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to throw, it's Silva. If he houses this, it's ball game. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.